Hey guys, welcome back. This is Wild Man Creations, and if this is your first time joining me, my name is Jay, and I'm sorry I've been out of pocket for a little bit. I got COVID 3 weeks ago or so, and I just haven't felt like doing this. Not only that, but I didn't figure it was appropriate to be sick and touching food and all that. So anyway, tonight I'm going to show you how I make my version of a breakfast taco, and usually whenever I make them, with what you see here, I end up with a bunch of them. So this is something that if you're going to do a potluck, or you get invited for a party or whatever, or go to grandma's house on Thanksgiving or whatever the case may be. With everything I've got here, you can end up with about around 36 to 40 this size. So I've got some of those, and then I also bought some of the bigger tortillas because I want to take some here for breakfast the next few days. And instead of taking 2 or 3 of these, I just want to take one big one. But anyway, what I do, again, you'll hear me say this all the time, instead of a bell pepper, I use a poblano. So 1 poblano, 1 onion, a pound of meat, whatever you like. I brown up sausage, and you can use whatever flavor you want. Normally I use hot, but I'm going to use just the regular stuff this time. Got a couple of family members that don't want sausage. They just want a crisp piece of bacon in there. So I'm going to make up my egg, onion, poblano pepper, and I use tater tots instead of frying potatoes. I know it's a little odd, but I can cook these while I'm getting the other stuff ready, and I don't have a bunch of pots up on the stove. So a bag of tater tots and a dozen eggs, and then whatever kind of cheese you like. I've got some mixed up Colby Jack and sharp cheddar that I'm going to use. So I'm going to leave you guys for a little bit, because I know you don't want to watch me put all this stuff, cut it all, chop it all. So I'm going to get it going, and then whenever I get ready to start cooking it, well, I'll bring you back. We'll get it cooked up, and then we'll do some assembly. It shouldn't take real long. It takes longer to put the tacos or burritos, whatever you want to call them, together. But it doesn't take long to cook all this stuff. So if you guys would, hang tight, please. Okay, real quick, I've got the poblano in here, sauteing. Got my onion cut up. I'm going to toss that in there. I told y'all I was going to bring you back when I started cooking. I forgot. So. We'll let those saute for a little bit till the onions get clear and the peppers get soft. Whoop. Oh, that one. Anyway, we're going to be a while, so I'll bring you back. I got to get the meat kind of situated. I have the tortillas. I have the tater tots in the oven, 425 for 30 minutes, and of course you can cook them however you want. I like to have mine just a little bit more crispy, because after you get all this stuff added in, they're going to soften up anyway. So I put them in for 32 minutes instead of 30. So anyway, I'll bring you back here in a bit. Sit tight. Okay, got my sausage is browned. I'm going to put it in a colander and drain it. My pepper and onion are ready, and I'm going to put those in a bowl. I'm going to set the meat aside because I'm doing something different with the meat. Again, the meat, I use a pound of ground sausage. You can certainly use bacon. I've made them with chorizo before. I love chorizo. Chorizo's really good. I mean, if you wanted to make an Italian thing with pepperoni, whatever you wanted to do, you can use ground beef. This is just what I do. 1 pepper, 1 onion, a pound of meat, a dozen eggs, and a package of tater tots. And the tater tots, we got another 14 minutes. So let me get this drained, get this in the bowl. get my eggs ready, and I think that's going to be it. So I'll bring you back here in a minute. Okay, now on to the scrambled eggs. There's a dozen eggs. Dozen eggs. All right. Then we're going to do, I'm going to be lazy. I'm just going to use, I'm not going to grind any. Do a little pepper. Pepper. And I know everybody's going, Jay, you didn't put any garlic in anything. I'm going to. Salt and pepper. Garlic, salt and pepper. Because you know garlic and onions got to go in everything that I make. Anyway, let me get these to cooking. And I'll bring you back. It's going to be good. It's going to be epic. Well, I don't know if it's going to be that epic, but... Anyway, these are going to be a while. Let me bring you guys back. Y'all sit tight. Okay, so basically, there's my sack of tater tots. There's my dozen eggs. I'm going to let these things cool off just a little bit before I go mixing them together. These just came out of the oven, I mean just now. So I'm going to let them cool down just a little bit so I can handle them, but I'm going to end up throwing everything except for the meat into this bowl, mix everything up, and then I'm going to make 4 breakfast burritos or breakfast tacos with bacon, and then I will put the sausage in what's left over, and then I'll finish wrapping. So you guys hang tight. We'll be back in a minute. I'm going to add the eggs. And again, you guys can change this ratio if you want. You know, you don't have to do it like I'm doing it. You can cut everything in half if you want, or you can double it if you want. I don't care. I just found out this was easiest for making. It started out as an experiment. I mean, I knew what I wanted to put in it, but I thought if I do a dozen eggs, a pound of meat, a bag of potatoes, an onion, a pepper, and I'd see where that got me. And it actually turned out pretty good. I don't think you're lacking anything. And again, you know me, the foil king. I put foil on everything because I don't want to have to clean up later on. Pull the foil off, put the cookie sheet back in the drawer, and I'm done. Okay, maybe I'm lazy. But I like to think of it more like the KISS principle. Keep it simple, stupid. Work smarter, not harder. Alright, this is probably the worst part. Getting all this stuff mixed up, and it's not that bad really. Just want to kind of make sure the tater tots are mashed up a little bit. And again, normally I would go ahead and put the meat in at this point. Like I said, got a couple of people don't want sausage, so I've cooked up a little bit of bacon. I'm going to make a couple of bacon ones, which is not a big deal. But I find if you keep it to one meat, you put everything in at one time, mix it up, and you're done. Instead of having a bunch of extra containers running around of different stuff. And that looks pretty good right there. So what we're going to do, Spoonful. Piece of bacon. Actually, I should put the cheese on first. Oh well. A little bit of cheese. Oh, you know what? Hope these fit in a quart bag. Now I think you can get, I think I can get 6 or 7 of these in a gallon bag. Yeah, it's got a little much in it, but we're gonna make it work. It'll be all right. We're gonna make it work. Hopefully they stay together. Did it again, didn't I? Should put the cheese on first. Dummy. Yeah, I'm making a mess. But guess what? I'm the one that has to clean it up. So don't worry about it, okay? Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to happen. It's alright. We're going to make do. We're going to make do. Not bad. It'll work. There's peanuts. Alright. I'm going to get the rest of these mixed up, made. I'll probably bring it back at the end, but I know you don't want to watch me do all this, so hang tight. We'll be back in a bit. Alright guys. I've still got quite a bit to do here. I've wrapped some more. I wrapped some burrito sized ones. I've got some smaller taco ones. I'm going to be a while. And I've wrapped a bunch, so it's time for me to wrap this video up. Anyway, I appreciate you guys sharing your time with me. And if you would, hit that subscription button, hit the like button. And if you want to see more of my videos, hit that notification button, select all. That way you're notified whenever I do this. I'm trying to put out one a week. Sometimes I can get a little bit more. Like I said a little while ago, I got sick a couple of weeks, well, about 3 weeks ago. And I just didn't feel it was right to be touching and handling food. And I didn't feel good anyway. So anyway, if you guys would just hang with me, I really would appreciate it. So thank you for sharing your time with me. Have a good evening.